For a sample report, we'll create one on Microsoft installed applications and devices. So we're on FlexBeacon. I'm going to navigate to reporting, saved reports. Here there's a whole discussion on naming conventions for folders and reports and who can create them. So I'm going to click on the Discovery and Inventory folder and then click on Create a Folder. I call this Device Applications. Now I'll click in that folder. That'll be the place where if I create a report, it'll be the default folder to save the report in. And I'll go ahead and create a report. Normally when you first get in, you'll get the Getting Started banner. It just tells you to pick your fields, format your report, and then save and run it. So I'll get rid of this banner to give us some more real estate. And the first drop down is a set of all tables as your starting point. Those tables will then be related to tables that have like a SQL connection to it. Makes a difference in whether you're going to start with like devices and then add applications and filter on Microsoft, or you start with applications, filter for Microsoft, and then its associated devices. It might give you different row counts in the end. We'll go ahead and start with application. Click on add. Going to provide a default field. It also has a include in search ticked under it. This is when you run a report and there's a blank field to fill out a text or an attribute, and it'll search all of the fields that are included in search for that text. So it makes sense, at least we'll turn on most of these fields for include in search. We also want the publisher, so over here on the application table, it'll scroll down and find additional fields. Here's publisher, click on the plus sign, and now it adds that. And I'll go ahead and tick the include in search. So those are the two that I want under application. Now I can look for the next table to add. Since we're doing publishers, Microsoft applications and their devices, the next one should just be installations, which it is now. But if I drop it down, you can see there's only installations and licenses. These are the two tables that are connected directly to applications. Click on installations. I can remove the application name because it's part of the application name under application, so I don't need that again. I need the publisher, I already have that under application. And I don't need the version because the name typically includes publisher, product, version, and edition. So I just want to have the device name, a very simple report. So now that I've got the fields that I want, I can just click on preview and filter. And this will allow me to change the order of the fields and add some additional filters. First, I'll go to the inventory device name. I'll click on the funnel and say is not empty because I want the devices. I'll drag the publisher to be the first field. Take a publisher, name, inventory device, and I'll go ahead and do my filter for Microsoft here. You don't have to necessarily put a publisher in it. You can do that at runtime so you can make a more generic report for any publisher. Just type in the publisher name when you run it and it'll just be that set of applications and devices. So now I have this filter out the empty devices. I have it by publisher. I'm ready to save this. Scroll down, click Save As, give it a name. I don't have a description. We'll make it public. And we'll leave it in the device folder for device applications. Scroll down some more and click save. And now it's running the report. Here's that search bar, and that will search all the fields that are ticked for include in search. I'll go ahead and run it. And that is our report. From here, I can export it to different formats. I can continue filtering it or doing group bys and such. I can even open up these records from here. If I go back to reporting, saved reports, I'm in the device applications folder. There's the report we just created and it's public.